Welcome to my one chapter daily Bible reading. Let us read the Word of God that is forever new. Please like, share, and
Genesis chapter 7. Then the Lord said to Noah, "Go into the ark, you and all your household, for I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. Take with you 7 pairs of all clean animals, the male and his mate, and a pair of the animals that are not clean, the male and his female, and 7 pairs of the birds of the heavens also, male and female, to keep their offspring alive on the face of all the earth. For in 7 days I will send rain on the earth, 40 days and 40 nights, and every living thing that I have made I will blot out from the face of the ground." And Noah did all that the Lord had commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters came upon the earth. Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him went into the ark to escape the waters of the flood. Of clean animals and of animals that are not clean, and of birds and of everything that creeps on the ground, 2 and 2, male and female, went into the ark with Noah, as God had commanded Noah. And after 7 days, the waters of the flood came upon the earth. In the 600 years of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, on the 17th day of the month, on that day all the fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the windows of the heavens were opened, and rain fell upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. On the very same day, Noah and his sons, Shem and Ham and Japheth, and Noah's wife and the 3 wives of his sons with them entered the ark. They had every beast according to its kind, and all livestock according to their kind, and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth according to its kind, and every bird according to its kind, every winged creature. They went into the ark with Noah, 2 and 2 of all flesh, in which there was the breath of life. And those that entered, male and female of all flesh, went in as God had commanded him, and the Lord shut him in. The flood continued 40 days on the earth. The waters increased and bore up the ark, and it rose high above the earth. The waters prevailed and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the surface of the water. And the waters prevailed so mightily on the earth that all the high mountains under the whole heaven were covered. The waters prevailed above the mountains, covering them 15 cubits deep. And all flesh died that moved on the earth, birds, livestock, beasts, all swimming creatures that swam on the earth, and all mankind, everything on dry land in whose nostril was the breath of life, died. He blotted out every living thing that was on the face of the ground, man and animals, and creeping things and birds of the heaven. They were blotted out from the earth. Only Noah was left, and those who were with him in the ark, and the waters prevailed on the earth 150 days. So guys, Genesis 7 is about the flood, representing divine judgment and God's power, but also demonstrating his grace through the salvation of Noah and his family. It highlights the themes of obedience through Noah's actions and the preservation of life and a new beginning for humanity and the earth. The chapter also shows the universal impact of sin, God's sovereignty over nature, and the importance of the covenant relationship between God and humanity. In Genesis 7, we saw divine judgment and grace. The chapter shows God's righteous judgment on the world's wickedness through the flood, but also his grace in providing an ark for Noah and his family. We also saw obedience and faith, Noah's complete obedience to God's instruction, even down to details of the animals and the timing, demonstrate faith and trust. Also, we saw salvation and preservation. The ark serves as a physical symbol of salvation, protecting Noah, his family, and the remnant of the animal kingdom from the destructive flood. Chapter 7 also shows us God's sovereignty, The chapter illustrates God's control over the natural world as he commands the rain and the fountains of the deep to bring out the flood. Chapter 7 also highlights the universal impact of sin. The flood narrative emphasizes that sin has a comprehensive and devastating effect, impacting all of creation. Chapter 7 also shows us covenants and renewal. By preserving Noah, God is being faithful to his covenant and preparing for a new beginning for the earth after the flood is over. And finally, the chapter 7 talks about the number 7. The instruction to take 7 pair of clean animals is significant. The number 7 is often associated with completion in the Bible, and the clean animals were designated for sacrifice and food. So guys, until we meet again in Genesis chapter 8, stay blessed and the Lord bless you.